Hi Beatrice,
Hi,
welcome to this interview.
thank you.
In this interview, I will be asking you different questions,
Yes.
and I encourage you to respond to all of them as well as you can.
Yeah.
Okay, can you tell me about yourself?
Okay, thank you. I'm Beatrice Tushimire. I'm a student at Kepler. I'm doing business administration as a faculty. I did history, economics, and geography as a combination during my secondary school. I am passionate about living with new community, learning from them new skills, and collaborating with them in different activities. I am an optimist person and I have leadership skills as my core values. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Can you tell me about your past work experience?
Thank you. About my past work experience, as I worked as a youth counselor at Shalom Youth Center, I used to start my work from 8 a.m. and finish it at 5 p.m. And I was in charge of counseling youth and coaching them in different games like basketball. I also used to, to do different researches about how youth of nowadays are thinking uh, about HIV and giving them different advices and different things that they were confused about. Thank you.
Okay, can you describe a time when you worked well on a team?
Thank you. Uh, One day we were in a group of 3 people in a course called Professional Competencies. That time we were given an assignment to do in a group, to use in our groups. So that time, two of my co-workers were conflicting about what to be included in our work so that it became complete. That time, I advised them to include all of their ideas, and later we had to exclude the ideas that were not relevant. That time it was like a trick because I have found that it may cause a long misunderstanding which could lead to the failure of our group. So what I did after including all the ideas, I took our document, I pull out the irrelevant information and I excluded them. After that, I took our document and I give it to our instructor so that she gave us the feedback about what we did before we submit. That time, she told me that our work is very strong and the thoughts has had the logical flow, which caused me to be happy because what I did was strong and it was helpful for our group members, to my all group members. Thank you.
Okay, can you tell me a time when you had too many things to do and you had to prioritize your tasks?
Okay, thank you. One day when I was working in a Ceylon Youth Center, my boss gave me a task of creating 3 reports. That time I had conducted a research about how youth think about HIV/AIDS in the 3 sectors of our district. So my boss gave me a close due date to give him these reports. The same time, I was also in charge of preparing my sister's wedding ceremony. I had a part of tasks. So that time it became a challenge to me, but I used to create a schedule and each task I give it its own time to be completed. That time what I did, I followed my schedule and I didn't work out of my schedule. I followed it as I could do it. So I found it helpful because each task uh, arrived on each due date being completed. Thank you.
Okay, can you tell me a time when you had to go above and beyond the call of your duty? How
Thank
did you handle this situation?
Thank you. That time I was in the ordinary level. My school was near my aunt's house. My aunt had 3 children. That time I received the information telling me that my aunt has been jailed. So I tried to call my family members so that I asked them to come and help the children of my aunt, but they told me that no one can come there, and I was very worried about my aunt's children. So what I did, I asked the permission from my headmistress, and I took the responsibility of caring these children. I used to return home at home during the evening. I had a responsibility which was in addition to what I had of studying. What I used to do is to care about my aunt's children by knowing if they went to school. So after that, I have found that I didn't fail my class, and also my aunt's children didn't miss any class. So that time it was a big challenge, and it was so tiresome, but I did it as I was the one who could do it. What was amazing is that it ends up with good a good harvest. I didn't fail, and my aunt's children didn't fail in their classes, and it didn't meet any problem. Thank you.
Okay, sounds great. Can you tell me about a time when you worked effectively under pressure?
Okay, thank you. That time we were in a group of 5 people. One of our teammates was very had put a harassment on us by considering us as someone who as we don't know something, as we were empty mind. She used to cut the work that we had into 5 parts. Everyone had the work to do, and she always put pressure on us by saying that we are going to fail, we don't know anything. But I used to ignore the harassment that she used to put on us. I put the emphasis. I tried my best to put much emphasis on the part that they were assigned to work on. So what we did after, we put together the parts of the work that we did, so that we make the one document for the whole group, and we used to give it to our instructor so that she gave us the feedback. What was amazing is that that time everyone in our group was required to repeat her or his part except me. This showed me that I was able to handle that situation of pressure, and I did my work well because I was the one who was not required to repeat the part that she worked on. Thank you.
Okay, can you give me a specific example of when or of a time when you showed initiative?
Thank you. That time, also we were doing entrepreneurship course, where we had to work in a group of 3 people. That time, what happened is that that work was to be done during the weekend. So on Saturday morning, I tried to search for my team members, and I didn't receive anyone because they had different plan, and they were not at home. I was I was wondering how we are going to do our work, uh, while my teammates were not there. What I did, I took the initiative of doing the work being alone. I called them, and I informed them that I'm going to do the work being alone. If we fail, don't judge me because you are not here. And I took the initiative of working the work being alone. After working it, I submitted because the due time was on Saturday at 5 p.m. That time, what was amazing, what made me happy is that we got our work correct, and my teammates also my teammate thanked me, and told me that I did a great job. Thank you.
Okay, is there any specific question that you would like us to know about you,
What
or anything that you want us to know about you?
Thank you. Another thing that I would like to know I would like you to know about me is that I have a theme saying that don't undermine yourself. Don't think that you don't know anything because you are a person and you have a great mind. You can do anything, you can do something that is great that can lead you to the success. So I encourage all people to not undermine themselves because they can do something great. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, and thank you for attending this interview.